Okay, so you were telling me a while ago about a profound experience you had with human design. Could you tell us what human design is and what it can do for us?
Yes. So human design is basically this type of modality used to actually map out your human design. So the idea is that each human being has a specific design literally encoded in them, from their physiology to their biology to their psychology, and also to their ability to manifest in this world. Right? So we've all grown up with the idea of the law of attraction. But we only got a small piece of that. We didn't get the whole picture. The law of attraction is not just, we think about things and then, it just magnificently appears in front of us, right? That'd be the worst news ever, by the way. Like, I think all kinds of thoughts that I'm really happy don't just pop up. Mm-hmm. But so what human design actually bridges a very fundamental gap that was never shown, like in The Secret. It's basically that each human being has a certain way of being in the world where they're more efficient. They're more efficiently able to use their energy. So for example, there's 4 identified designs. There's the projector, there's the reflector, there's the generator, and then there's what's called a manifesting generator. And this whole way of understanding the human design was channeled by someone who goes by the name Ra. He passed away in 2012. But in the 70s, he basically channeled this whole understanding and then organized it all into like a scientific method of mapping out what your personal human design is and how to actually navigate effectively in the world. So for example, I'm a manifesting generator. So the idea with the generators is that the generators they basically generate all the energy on the planet, is what we do. So for example, I don't have to go outside of myself to become energized necessarily. I'm already in the sphere of the energetic generator of this earth. That's a manifesting generator. So what that means is that the way I'm inefficiently using my energy is by going out and trying to make things happen. This is a hard lesson for me because I've grown up with, if it's to be, it's up to me. You can make it happen now. I read those Og Mandino books, Make It Happen Now, and all the Tony Robbins stuff. And all that stuff makes sense. But when you get into this understanding, you're like, whoa, okay, now I know I take that piece, that works for me, that piece doesn't work for me. That'll work for someone else. But for me, as a manifesting generator, I'm more efficient by allowing stuff to come to me, allowing life to come to me, and then I activate manifestation by responding to things instead of acting out of like frustration. In human design, it basically is about you becoming your most authentic representation. So by you becoming more authentic with who you are, by following your design characteristics, you actually become more effective in whatever you're doing. And you actually can produce the most amount of energy without the necessity of inputting things, right? Mm-hmm. So that could go in different areas, especially diet, right? We're constantly putting food in our mouth to produce energy, even though digestion takes more energy than everything. So take that example. I'm going to stuff myself with food, but I need a protein, I need energy, right? But then you get dulled out and you're like, oh God, right? You're wasting energy, you're wasting enzymes. So for me, actually fasting is a pretty good idea. I do really good fasting for all day long. Like right now, I've been fasting all day long. It's almost like 5:30 or 6 in the evening. Yeah. I'm not even have the thought of food because I'm naturally energized in the flow of what's happening right now, right? Mm-hmm. But that's kind of the idea for manifesting generators. We manifest by responding to life. For example, I'll end on this note, is that I had a powerful bodywork experience, neuromuscular release therapy, and it was nothing that I didn't like look for it, but I did kind of call it in, right? I stayed up for 3 nights praying each night that I be allowed to step into my full expression, to actually get activated fully on my mission in life. I was ready, transform me. I want my transformation. I'm ready for it, right? Third day after, I met with a friend who told me, you need to meet this guy, Mika. He's a body worker from Hawaii. He's in town now. Does this amazing form of neuromuscular release therapy. You got to meet him. Okay, cool. Met with him within 2 minutes. I was like, boom, yes. Didn't ask him how much it was. Nothing. He did one little thing on me where he popped one of my nerves, and then it shot this electrical current through my arm. I was like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, look, that's what we're going to do for your whole body. We're going to reconnect your vagus nerve and then open up your neuromuscular system and activate your nervous system. I was like, okay, that sounds like something I need. So I worked with him, and within that experience, I felt transformed. Literally felt that I was more activated and I was more able to get on my mission in life. So that's an example. The very thing that I prayed for showed up. And once it showed up, I was able to respond to it. But it's not like I prayed for it and the next day I'm looking in the newspaper, I'm going online, I'm looking for the next pill or supplement or pharmaceutical to get me to where I want to go. Sometimes in life we need to actually activate our potential for patience in order to get to where we want to go. And for manifesting generators, patience is the key to success, and it's also the thing we have the most trouble with. So if people are watching and they're like, okay, well, what am I? You can go to a website called bodygraph.com and actually get your whole chart. And you can go on YouTube and look at other people that have done like 2-hour webinars on specific types. Once you figure out what your chart is, you're a projector, reflector, generator, or manifester, then go to YouTube and watch those videos. And for me, that is the most effective way to streamline a lot of that personal success information, a lot of that metaphysical information, because although the information is great, it may not be applicable to you because it doesn't fit your design. Mm-hmm. Right? So literally some people are not designed for certain things, but they are designed for other things. And so you got to find out where your sweet spot is and then just like crank it on from there.
So it's almost like unlocking our ability to live in our genius. And you were actually speaking about this a while ago, about honoring your genius.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, could you share, what does it mean to honor your genius? What is genius really at its core?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically your intrinsic gift. It's what you are, what nobody else can do like you. Right? It's what you're born to do, essentially, right? What that gift is inside of you is your genius, and to cultivate that, to craft that, and to look after that like a child, right? A lot of people in life, they give up on their dreams, they're giving up on their genius, and they're forfeiting their genius for sedentary living, for cush, comfortable living, for a paycheck, for a relationship, for so many things. And they're abstaining from why they're actually here on this planet, right? And so we need to honor our genius, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your career either. For me, I wanted to make basketball my career, 7 years ago even. And my life has changed clearly, but I've been playing basketball again lately, and I realized that's a part of my genius. I am a genius at basketball. Oftentimes, I feel totally in the flow, in zone. Boom, 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 boom. Everything is just like, makes me feel like alive and totally like, in my body, and I'm doing something I love to do. So I realize I need to honor that. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm a speaker and I want to run around the world and proselytize about raw food and everything and psycho-spiritual matters and whatever, doesn't mean that part of my life no longer exists. So in order to be a holistic and integrated human being, to be an effective human being and happy, we got to honor what our genius is and nurture that at any given time in our life. We can't abstain from why we're actually here on the planet.